If you're seeing this video right now, I believe it's because God willed for you to see it, so listen up. My name is Taha, and recently I've started a free online community called Fajr Fitness to help Muslim guys get in shape with calisthenics while connecting with the Quran and Sunnah at the same time. So in this video, I want to tell you about a new 30-day beginner challenge that I'm doing inside of my community. I want to help guys achieve their first 12 pull-ups, 50 push-ups, and 100 continuous bodyweight squats. The rest of this video is actually going to be a clip from inside of my community where I detailed the exact plan that I use to help beginners get to those numbers and hold them accountable. And if you're seeing this video in the future, don't worry about it. We're always doing new challenges, new programs, and finding new ways to push people. So feel free to join. It's free. You got nothing to lose. So with that being said, let's jump into it. So I dare you, the Beginner Calisthenics and Quran Challenge. Beginners, this is your opportunity to conquer the weaker version of yourself. If you've been slacking or stagnated at the same strength level for a while, I've got you covered. And so this is for anyone looking to hit all of these things. 12 full extension pull-ups, 50 proper form push-ups, 100 continuous bodyweight squats. I think these numbers are a good target to hit, even though they may seem ambitious for a lot of people. But I think to get to the intermediate level of strength, these are good numbers to target. So we're going to be doing all this while improving your relationship with the Quran. So it's a win-win. So this challenge is going to be 4 weeks long. It's going to start on Monday, June 10th. So right now it's Friday. I wanted to post this now and give you guys a few days to, just get yourself ready. Make sure you have a pull-up bar. I think that is the only piece of equipment you will need for this challenge, and it's mandatory. I can't stress that enough. Pull-ups are such an important exercise, and pull-up bars are now very cheap. I got the one that's hanging outside my door for like 20 bucks on Amazon. So if you don't want to do that, go to the gym if you already have a membership, use the pull-up bar there. Go to a park, use the monkey bars. Either way, you can make it happen. I know you can. So here's how you join the challenge. Watch the attached video completely, which is what you're doing right now. So that's good. And number 2, comment on this post with answers to these questions. How many days a week are you committed to working out? And we're going to get into how many days you should when we get to the plan here. And how much daily Quran reading or memorization are you committed to? Because, as Muslims, we don't just train to look good and have big muscles, but we actually train so that we can worship Allah better and so that we can protect our families and abide by the Quran and Sunnah, right? Taking care of our bodies is one of our trusts given to us by Allah. And so I wanted to incorporate an aspect of Quran as well in this challenge. So number 3, comment on the weekly posts. So starting on Monday, June 10th, when this challenge starts, I'm going to make a post and it's going to have a couple questions that you have to answer for what you're going to be doing that week. And so that's the 3rd thing. 4th thing, you got to join the weekly calls. So at the end of week 1, we're going to be starting weekly calls where we'll discuss what your goals were for that week, whether you hit them or not. And if you didn't, we'll talk about discussing obstacles, staying motivated, and in general for accountability, this is going to make sure that you get the workouts in that you committed to. So instead of daily update posts like the last challenge, it's now weekly. I know that might have been a little bit burdensome during the last challenge we did to make like daily update posts. And so I think that might have been a reason why a lot of people started dropping off. So I wanted to just keep this one weekly. And so you'll comment on the weekly posts and then join the call every week. And that way it's not a lot to do in terms of like managing the challenge. You can just focus on getting your workouts in and then make a comment on the post once a week and join the call. So if you want to do daily posts anyways for accountability, do it. I highly encourage you to do so. Other people could be motivated or inspired by you. And so if you want to do that, please go for it. So with that being said, let's jump into the actual calisthenics program. Okay, so this I already mentioned, if these are the numbers you're trying to hit. I wanted to start off with some advice and instructions. So when I started out in calisthenics, this is literally the program I followed. I would aim for 3 to 5 workouts per week, 3 if you're just starting out, and 5 if you're a little bit more experienced and you want to push yourself a little bit further. Although when you see the program, it might be a little more difficult for some of you guys to do the 5 days. So stick to what will not get you injured, and you know yourself best. And here's a big secret to getting stronger as a beginner. do more. A lot of guys, might be working out for years and years, but they don't have a proper plan and they're just not consistently putting in the work. So as a beginner, you just need to do more. If you do that, you will become stronger. That's it. That's the reason you're not building muscle or getting stronger. And that's okay. That's why you're in Fajr Fitness. So if you want to get stronger as a beginner, I recommend full body workouts. This way you work push, pull, and legs more times in a week than if you isolated each of those to a single day. So for example, if you did one full day for push, one full day for pull, and another full day for legs, by the end of the week, you would have less total volume per exercise as compared to if you did full body workouts 3 to 5 times a week. Now, if you want to learn more about full body versus split routines, I put this post here to a Reddit post that I thought was really insightful. I will say for intermediate and advanced athletes, there's a lot of pros to doing the push-pull leg split because, well, I won't get into all that right now, but as beginners, I just recommend full body workouts. That's what I did in the start, and that's what got me, alhamdulillah, very strong. So, continuing, the reps and sets you will do will vary depending on your fitness level, so adapt accordingly. And the key is to see improvement week over week on your max reps. And so, with that being said, there is a prerequisite to this challenge. We need to measure your improvement week over week, as I mentioned. So before you begin, you must do the following. Test out your max reps for pull-ups, push-ups, and squats. I tested mine out a couple days ago. Pull-ups, alhamdulillah, I was able to hit like 19 proper straight arm pull-ups. Push-ups, I got to, well, right now I hit like 63, but I remember a couple months ago I did like 83. So there's some variation there, but I'm going to try to push myself more as well. And then squats, I think I mentioned once in the community, I think I did 420 squats, alhamdulillah, one time. I'm going to be adding weights to my squats because I just don't want to stand there doing 420 squats. But anyways, test out your max reps for each of these things before you begin this challenge. Okay? And so make sure you warm up properly before you do your max reps. And you're going to see the warm up in the next section here. And we'll be using the community post to track your progress over the weeks, inshallah. Okay, so here's the plan. For the warm-up, it's going to involve 5 different exercises. Jumping jacks, pretty straightforward. Jump in place like this. Jumping jacks. Wrist circles, so do wrist circles, 15 rotations. Arm circles, you're going to do 10 forward and 10 back. Okay. Leg swings, hold a wall and swing one leg. So like hold on to something if you need to, and then you can't see it right now, but I'm swinging my leg back and forth. Stretches out the legs. And active hangs. If you don't know what active hangs are, click on this link, you'll see a quick tutorial. And warm up any other body part that you need. And now let's get into the main workout. So just so you know, in the notation, 3 by 5 to 15 means do 3 sets with 5 to 15 reps per set. And if you can't do at least 3 reps, then try the regression, which is an easier version of the exercise. If you can do more than 15 reps, then try the progression, which is a harder version of the exercise. And so, here's all the movements we're doing. It's going to be 6 total exercises, 2 for pull, 2 for legs, and 2 for push. Pull-ups, here's the set ranges. I won't go into all this stuff in detail. You can read this for yourself. If you need to make it easier, try these options. If you need to make it harder, try these options here. Okay? And the only thing I will mention is if you don't know how to do rows, check out this tutorial, because sometimes figuring out how to do rows at home is confusing for people. So I just put that tutorial there. And a quick time-saving tip, do the exercise in pairs. Example, 5 pull-ups and 10 squats, and then you rest 90 seconds. So generally a 90-second rest is the minimum between each set. So follow this routine, and I dare you to not get stronger as a result. If you actually do these exercises 3 to 5 times a week, inshallah, you will definitely improve. You will definitely become stronger. And I'm sure you're going to be really proud of the progress that you're going to be making afterwards. So going back to the post, you now have a solid plan and a community to hold you accountable. And actually, after I make this video, I'm going to tag all the guys who said that they're in and that they're interested in the challenge. And especially you guys that I tag, I want to see you active. I want to see you committed. And I'm really excited to see the progress you're going to be making. And even if you don't hit those exact numbers, I promise you will become stronger if you stick with this, inshallah. So what are you waiting for? Bismillah, let's get started.